Look, invitation sent, signed, sealed, delivered, you got it, now welcome in.
In today's video titled Why I Gave Up Alcohol, I'm going to be talking about the decision I made to live an alcohol-free lifestyle. And I'm going to share, it's just personal. It's a personal thing. It's not about judgment about anything you're doing with your life or how you decide to live your life. But I just want to talk about why I decided to give it up and what pushed me to the decision. And the moment that hit the hardest is my 7-year-old son drew a picture of me as an old man in a walker. Simple drawing. It just made me stop and reflect on the habits that I normalize and you know, the future that I want to give him and for myself as well. Also, I have a 17-year-old daughter. I want to see my kids grow and see what they become. And part of, you know, making that happen is me living the best life I can, the most healthy life I can. So in the video, I'm going to talk about the moment that changed everything, my relationship with alcohol, some of the physical and mental benefits of living alcohol-free, how this change aligns with what I want to do for my future. And hopefully I can inspire somebody who's watching today. And again, it's not about shaming or judging you and the way you choose to live your life. It's just about me making these changes for my wellness journey. So if you're on your own wellness journey or you're thinking about one, maybe this video will be for you. So don't forget to like and subscribe and definitely drop your thoughts in the comment. I'm trying to grow over here mentally and emotionally, so I can do that with your help. Appreciate you. Let's go. So the first thing is this picture right here. There was a school project, and they asked you to write a sentence and then illustrate the sentence. And this is what he drew. And then I just, I got to laugh. I share with people. I showed everybody. We all got a laugh of it. But when I had some time to reflect on it, I was just like, I was kind of shocked. I was like, is this what he thinks of me? Is this what he sees for me? And it was a mirror moment for me. And it was something that, not at least in the near future, I don't want to walk into that. I don't want to look like that. I don't want to present that way to him. So it made me take a step back, and it stuck with me. And I started to think like how I present. I realized when I get out of the car, I'm grunting, or when I sit down, I'm grunting around daddy's tired or those type of things that may make him look at me in that way and feel that I'm this old man with this walker at this particular time. So I just started to think like, what kind of things am I doing that's projecting that and to him? What does he see me? How does he see me? And I said, you know what, if it's moving forward, if it's not serving me, if it's not helping me be that, upright, healthy father that I want to be, and also as a man, that I want to be, then I'm going to start eliminating those things. And one of the things that I know as I reflected, and I was being honest with myself, was how much alcohol I drink and how it makes me feel, and the recovery time and the time lost from drinking alcohol. So that was the moment. And once I started reflecting, I started to see that how was it affecting my life? My energy, poor sleep, that slow recovery after I drink. That the next day I'm slack, I'm slouching, I'm tired, I don't move as fast, or it takes me longer to get going. I might not even go to the gym, feeling foggy. My motivation is down, mood swings, and then there's that procrastination where I'm just like, yeah, I'll do it another time. But that also got me projecting into the future to look at the movie, see that movie, watch that movie play out to the end. And I thought about the health risks, aging faster, and also, again, losing presence in my kid's life. So that was how it was affecting me. I want to get in a little bit about my relationship with alcohol and how it started. Just a brief overview of that. And so maybe it's something relatable to you, to somebody that this reaches. You might be able to relate to this, but, it started like innocently enough as a kid, at the cookouts and things like that. They would, the older guys or the uncles or your pops or whatever give you a little drink of beer or whatever. So it was always associated with fun, and I got to grow up watching everybody have a good time. So that's what alcohol was to me. Beer didn't taste great, but I remember taking a sip and everybody laughing, and you made that face. There's a movie scene in Menace to Society where where they show that, but it was similar to that. Cookouts, parties, all those things as a kid I grew up watching, and it was associated with fun. So needless to say, I could not wait until I got an opportunity to drink. Unfortunately for me, I started when I was like 12 or 13, hanging out with friends and stuff like that, and using it just to pass time. We'd be out hanging, we drink, we like a little buzz, smoke some weed, we get our little buzz, laugh, joke, and that was really the extent of it. And then it turned into like, so it was more of a social thing for me. So it very rare as a kid, a teenager, I wasn't drinking or smoking or something like that. But drinking was the thing. Back in the days, it was like the 40 ounces and the malt liquors and stuff like that. So I was always drinking. And I went through a period of, uh, you know, probably a good 10, 15 years where it was a consistent part of my life. And then I went through a period where I really wasn't drinking at all, maybe once or twice a year. And then things started to happen, and I said, oh, some more social gatherings, started to get out a little bit more, sipping a little bit more. And then from there, when problems started to happen in my life, then I started to use it to relax me, to take the edge off when I get out of work, or to um, if I was having an issue, I just, you know what, I'm gonna go get me a drink. I'm gonna go out to the bar. I'm gonna go to the liquor store and grab me a drink with the fellas or whatever. And I started to use it like that. That and I was off and on like that for many years. I wouldn't drink, then I would, then I wouldn't. And then over the last, I want to say like 5, 10 years or so, started to pick up more. And particularly the last couple of years, I really started to drink a lot more than I've ever drank in my life. And it was starting to slow me down because I was using it. And again, alcohol is a depressant. So if you're not feeling good and you're battling a depression or you're in a depressive state, alcohol does not help the situation. But I was using it as a crutch to help me in those situations. Well, what I thought was helping me. So that's the way I was using it. I would drink, like I said, just to be numb, get away from the pain, and then I wake up the next day or later on that night and I'm sluggish, or I don't want to do the things that I planned. Make all these plans, say I'm going to do this, do that, drink, wake up, none of it gets done. So it started to become problematic for me that way, and I knew it and I avoided it, but again, once I started to peel back the layers of the things that I want to bring forward with me to my future to live the best life I possibly can, alcohol was one of those things that I felt like I did not need, and I wanted to get rid of those things I don't need. So it went from tasting to socially to overuse to not using it to social to overuse to not using it to social to overuse. And now I'm at the point in my life at 52 years old that I just don't need it anymore. Some of the things that I'm feeling already since I did stop is my sleep is better and I'm waking up a little more clear and refreshed. I don't feel as tired. I don't feel that drain. I don't feel foggy. So my energy is up, and that's only going to improve my productivity at work, at home, at the gym. At least I'm doing my part. Now, we know that things can happen, sickness can happen, accidents can happen. There are things that are equalizers to rich and poor that can happen physically. I'm just talking about what I can do personally, the things that I can control. And these are the things that I can control. Keep that in mind. Only the things that I can control. But I also think it's going to allow me to emotionally to be in a better place because I won't be looking for a crutch. I'll be dealing with those things that are bothering me or the things that I need to do, those hard things. And that's just going to build stronger character for me. So far for me, since I stopped right before Thanksgiving. It's December 2025. I stopped right before Thanksgiving of 2025. And one of the things that I'm probably not going to do is milestone how long it's been. I don't want to busy myself not doing it. I just want to not do it and keep it moving. I do have a point of reference. So if anybody wants to talk about it, say, hey, when was the last time you drank? I could tell them it was November of 2025, and you could do the calculations from there. But I won't busy myself. I'll do my best not to busy myself, not doing it. There are scientific benefits. If you could look up the things, but for your skin, for your digestion, overall health, and improve emotional stability, reduce anxiety. So there are studies that tell you that these things happen when you leave alcohol alone. You can do the research on those type of things. Again, because I don't want people to think that because I don't drink that I'm not going to be the same person, or you can't drink around me. That's not the case. This is specifically for how I want to live the rest of my life and be more intentional about my health, my mental and physical health. And also, like I said, I want to be around for my kids and watch them grow and see what they become. It also saves money. I was getting my drink of choice was Remy. So you can go look up how much that's costing for the bottles of Remy and whatever that's costing. I'm not doing that anymore, so I'll be saving that money, and also empty calories. Overall, I'm looking forward to just feeling as young as possible for as long as possible. I'm not, I know no delusions on fighting age. Like I'm going to do this and I'm going to turn like I'm 30 years old. No delusions on that, but uh, just me feeling better overall is what I'm looking forward to. So there is that. All right, so I want to close out and just to bring it full circle. Um, the drawing, my son's drawing was the linchpin for me to change the narrative and rewrite what I'm doing with the rest of my life. And I know I can't, and you either. We can't control everything, but you can control your choices today. It's not about perfection. For me, it's just about creating a healthier, more present vision of myself. And if there's something that you want to, and this doesn't just not just about drinking alcohol. This is a specific thing for me. But if there's something that you feel like, or if there's many things that you feel like are in the way of you living a better life, maybe this can motivate you or inspire you to eliminate those things so you can live a better life. Remember, you can only control your choices today in this present moment. So again, I want to thank you for watching this. And if you think of somebody who can benefit from it, share it with them. Definitely comment. I'm looking for the comments. I'm looking for the engagements. If you just happen to be here through the algorithm, sub to the channel. All right. Y'all be safe out there. And as I like to say too, when I'm in my live shows, don't leave anything unsaid to your loved ones. All right. Peace.